Let's go, let's go, let's go. Happy Saturday. It's your boy, Crazy Faith to God in the building. Getting ready to drop some value today. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. So, today's topic is going to be watch out for people that eat of the flesh, right? Watching out for people that eat of the flesh, right? And essentially, let's dive into that. What does that mean? Watch out for people that eat of the flesh. So essentially, what that means is, when people are around, you got to watch when people are around you because, they could either like you for who you truly are, for your spirit and who you truly are, or they could like you for material gains. They could like you because how you look, the flesh wise, how you look, like your flesh, your muscles, for men, is gonna be, your muscles, your physique or whatever. And for ladies, it's those other parts, right? But other than that, we just gotta be mindful of people that eat up the flesh. Right? We gotta be mindful of people that eat up the flesh because what that does is it brings your values down. It'll bring your value down, and you begin to feel weak, or you begin to have that internal battle within, right? You begin to have that internal warfare within, and you got to protect that, right? You got to protect what God has given you. You got to protect that Holy Spirit. You got to stay holy and purified, right? Because that's the only way you're going to do God's will, right? And that's the last person I want to let down. That's the last person I want to let down is God. Because when you fall short and you come short of the glory of God, it's a like I don't even know how to say it. It's a crazy, nasty, depressing feeling, right? That I never want to encounter again because I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to come short. I know what it feels like to come short of his grace, right? I know what it feels like to not measure up to God, right? And it's a nasty feeling. Like just the feeling itself alone is regret, right? Just the feeling alone itself is regret, right? So we got to be mindful of the people that are around us, right? And how they could eat at our flesh, right? And it's nothing, against them. It's just what they know, right? It's all that they know. They probably don't know about the spiritual world. They probably don't know who they truly are, right? They just go on what the world has taught them, right? In the cycle, right? So we got to be mindful of this. We got to be mindful of how powerful the is, God's spirit is, and we got to stay pure. We got to stay alive. We got to stay focused, right? We got to be able to execute every single day, right? And by you executing, you're able to grow. You're able to transform into the person that God needs you to become. You feel me? So this is what you guys gotta do. You gotta protect your spirit, and you gotta also watch out from people that eat of the flesh, because that's gonna discount you. It's gonna bring your value down, and you're gonna have to fight through that battle, right? You're gonna have to fight through that battle, and this is an everyday thing that we got to be mindful of, right? And also, people could try to, get at you through personal gains, what you have to offer. It looks like where you're going, right? They want to ride along just because they see where you're going. They want to ride along because they see where you're going, right? It's no free rides, right? Everything at the top, no low hanging fruits. Everything is at the top, no low hanging fruits, right? So we got to be mindful of this, right? um and that's one thing. Like, I am so fearful. I fear God so much to the point where, like, I respect him on another level. Like, that's the last person I want to come short of his grace with. I don't want to come short because I know that feeling, and I know the consequences that it comes with that. And you guys should also not want to come short of his glory either, right? And always stay in the goodness of his grace, right? You always want to stay aligned with him, no matter how hard it feels. No matter how hard it feels, even if it's so hard that you feel like you have to fight for it, it's worth fighting for rather than the feeling of getting defeated. I'd rather fight and live in that fighting feeling rather than to be on the other side of the regret and the defeat to get defeated. Right? I'd rather live in a sense of fighting power and pushing through the warfare, pushing through the battle, right? Winning the battle, right? See yourself already winning the battle. I'd rather be on that side than to be on the other side because I know what it feels like to be on the other side, and I know what it feels like to fight that battle, right? To stay in the battle, right? Asking God for the strength to endure that battle, right? We got to ask God for that strength to endure that battle. We can't do it on our own strength, right? We can't do it in our own strength. We got to ask God for the strength to fight that battle, right? And by you fighting, you feel so good. You get stronger. You get more powerful. You add more value to yourself. You fortify in your spirit. You're building your spirit so strong to the point where He can use you for whatever you need. God needs you to do in His life, right? He can use you for whatever He needs you to do in His life. Like I said, without that spirit and getting stronger and pushing and fighting and defeating these battles, how are we ever going to be strong enough to get to the top? To get to the top, you're going to need some strength. To get to the top, you're going to need some strength, unless you're selling your soul, right? With God, in order to get to the top, you need to strengthen your spirit. You got to be strong in order to stand where He's taking you, right? I'm gonna leave you guys with this. Right? The pain of the battle is way more better than the pain of regret. The pain of the battle is way more better than the pain of regret and defeat and getting defeated. Right? So I advise you guys just to fight, keep fighting. If you guys need the strength to endure, ask God. He got you. And you got the willpower to tap into that's going to take you to the next level where you need to go. Right? We got this infinite strength that's within us that everybody has to tap into too. And it's only going to come from the Creator and if you develop your relationship with Him. Right? He's waiting. He's there. Right? It's never too late. There's always hope. There's always faith in my God. And He's just waiting for you to turn and to ask for that strength to endure. So, with that being said, it's your boy, Crazy Faith in God, on the way out. Again, happy, blessed Saturday. Let's go and let's become 1% better. Let's grow.